And we are recording. Welcome, everyone. This is your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. First of all, this channel is proudly sponsored by Magi-Knights Awakening. This is a Super Sentai magical girl inspired tabletop RPG where you play as Sentai heroes or even magical girls, confronting the mythos type of horrors that assail the world. You will find it in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by Dead Tree Studios, the publishers and developers of Dames of Asstoria, a tabletop role-playing game where you play as monster girls, experiencing high adventure in a world that doesn't fully accept them. They have recently released Daughters of Lamb. This is a pay what you want tabletop RPG where you play as cybernetic nuns with guns, looking for the missing pieces of their AI god. You will find it in their website. The links will be in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by the Red Room Publishing. Please check out their store for exclusive tabletop RPG products. They have recently released Savage Swords. This is a Conan inspired tabletop RPG where you get to explore ancient civilizations and confront forgotten nightmares. The link will be in the description and in the pinned comment as well. So today we are playing the KULT Divinity Lost one shot, La Cena. And we have a very special cast of players and characters here. First, we have Daniel, one of the masterminds behind Newborn Games, author of Asilo. Welcome, Daniel. Thank you for being here. And please tell us, what are your expectations for this session?
I'm ready to creep people out and being creeped out.
Fair enough, fair enough. And we also have Helder. Daniel is playing. Oh, yes, before we move to Helder, yes, very important. Uh, Daniel, please give us like a brief summary of your character, like a brief description.
Well, my character is named Sol Cruz. She's the youngest of the Cruz family. She's very shy, very bright, and we will see where that brightness will take us.
And yes, the special thing about this one shot, folks, is that there is secret information. They know just a few details about each other, but there are many secrets in this family. And they don't even have a clue what exactly they are up against. Now we move on to Helder. Yes, welcome Helder, and please give a brief description of your character and any thoughts or comments on the on what you expect of the session.
So my character is Anton Cruz. So he's the middle son. He's a medicine student, and well, we'll find more about him as we play. I'm the type of finding play to find out. So I'm not quite sure how I'll portray him. I'll just go with it. I've played the cult a few times, usually more mechanically driven. So it will be a first time more narratively driven, not worrying about the rules, just reacting to whatever our game master throws us.
And also taking action because it's going to be very important not to be passive as well. Acting and
Sure,
reacting.
sure.
Yes.
Okay, sure,
Now,
sure, sure.
thank you, Helder. Now, David, and of course, David, you have seen him in my Asteria campaign. He's the author of Quick and Classic. We have some very interesting creative minds here. We have the Daniel and Helder from Newborn, and now we have David, author of Quick and Classic, and check out his other stuff in Amazon. He has so many things out there. Now, David, please describe Novia and briefly and your general thoughts on this session, on what you expect.
Yes. Well, thanks for having me, guys. Is very nice to be role playing with you. It's always a pleasure. And well, I think it will be a challenge for me because, as you know, I'm very much into classic fantasy and trying, or sometimes, sort of more. Urban post-apocalyptic stuff, but this is very different, and it's thrilling, it's challenging. I want to see what happens. And Novia Preto is young, beautiful lady, but I take it she's a sensitive type and she carries lots of sorrow in her soul, and it's sort of stained by her sorrow and by some secrets she holds. And I guess the only thing I can say now is that she doesn't really fit or is at ease in the family. And she's Anna's younger sister. So let's see how this goes and how horror crawls in this very tense environment.
Very well put, David. And yes, folks, the parents of the family are Rafael and Anna. I will be role playing as them, and the oldest brother, Eduardo. We will get to him in a few moments. Now, Sam, you have seen Sam before. He's the survivor of one of my one shot when we played Twilight, and currently he's a participant of Asteria. So, welcome once again, Sam, and please tell us about Ramira and your general expectations of this session.
Hola, everyone. Thank you for the hospitality. Jaguar, is always a pleasure to play in your games. I know this is Cult, one of my favorite games, horror, tense environment, stability, sanity. So this is going to be interesting. I'm playing Ramira. Ramira is the twin sister of Larco. Both of us were in high school, deeply emotional and physically connected, and we are mid-teens.
Yes, yes,
Thank you.
yes. Now, thank you, Sam. Now, Josh, you have seen Josh before. He was the first participant, one of the first participants in the first role playing actual play in all of YouTube. I'm not joking. The first actual role play actual play in YouTube, and he has been participating in other games. He's also the first participant in the one of a kind storytelling RPG hybrid experience that was Steam Build Riders. He was also the only survivor in a horror scenario. So welcome, Josh, once again, and tell us about Liarco, and your expectations of this session.
Thanks for having me, guys. I look forward to playing with each and every one of you. Liarco is the twin to Ramira. They're both young teens trying to navigate a chaotic family through school. This is my first experience actually getting to play Cult. I've read a lot about it and I'm interested to see how everything will turn out. Overall, I'm not quite sure what to expect other than being surprised. So,
Excellent, Josh. Now, just to give everyone else the overview, this happens in the United States. It's when a lot of people were moving from Cuba to the United States. In this happens in July 1967, and we have the Cruz family with Rafael and Ana being the father and the mother. You have seen the introduction for the other members of the family, but there is also the eldest son, Eduardo Cruz. Eduardo Cruz decided to stay back in Cuba when the family came to the US. He wanted to support Fidel Castro, so he stayed behind. He had ideological differences with his father. They didn't end up in the best of terms, but now he is coming back. He's coming to the USA, back to the family, to live there. So this scenario begins with the family having just picked up Eduardo at the airport. They were ordered, not requested, ordered into the family van by Rafael. Rafael has this band. He is very proud of it, but he has this tyrant sort of attitude. He's a very stern Cuban father. They are all sitting in the inside of the van. They are driving back home, and so it begins. You are all sitting inside of the van. The humid, almost suffocating Miami air invading your nostrils as you hear the cacophonous sounds of various music pieces that Rafael keeps switching between radio stations, mostly music in Spanish. You can hear El sol está muy lindo, el sol está bonito, and various other pieces. It is about 10 a.m. And as the drive continues, Eduardo looks at Sol and speaks. I am so happy I finally get to meet you, my little sister. How are you doing? Tell me, how are you feeling? It feels so strange interacting with you. This is my first time uh, talking to such a wonderful little sister.
I put my hand on his lap, look deep into his eyes, and say, "I'm glad that you are happy. We are thrilled to have you back. And please, what news do you have to share? What news do you bring from home?"
The situation is far from stable, but I think we are making a positive change. I only wanted to become part of our family once more because I know that I left a hole just as I feel in my heart that it was never meant to be for me to be so far away from all of you. And now I know that Dios has given me a sign. Dear God, by presenting such a beautiful younger sister, I always wanted one. And of course, we have Ramira, but I always felt like our family could grow larger. But now that I look at you, Eduardo looks at Novia and speaks. Sol doesn't look too much like mother. She looks a bit different. Maybe she came out of a grandmother or grandfather. She doesn't look anything like her. Don't you think so, Novia? Novia has trouble speaking. It's as if the words won't come out of
I
her
don't
voice.
know. I choke as I blabber something. I don't know what you're talking about. And, well, I hope you're not bringing any danger from that so called revolution. Things are not going to change for the people. What have you brought? Any good?
Eduardo tenses his stare for a moment. Both Sol and Novia must roll willpower.
20.
18.
For a moment, Sol and Novia tensed up just for an instant, but nothing else occurred. Eduardo continues. I have to admit, Novia, that sometimes I wish I could have stayed, but my heart belongs to the family. So I am here. I have nothing else to say on the matter. Please understand.
I just hope you
You
did not
know,
bring
sorry.
trouble. That you do not bring trouble from our motherland here. We have already enough turmoil to lead our lives.
Rafael interrupts. There is enough trouble here, Novia. What are you saying? There is enough trouble in the US, okay? Don't bother Eduardo with such questions.
And you stop pretending that life is perfect when it's not.
Well, you do have a point, but you might as well remember that I am the one providing you shelter here in the USA.
But I'm working to earn that shelter. I clean the house. I assist my sister Anna.
That is true. That is true. You're a very hard worker, yeah.
I stare at him coldly, a very cold gaze that barely hides rage.
I hold the novice's hand.
Anna, your mother, looks from the front seat and speaks. Ah, uh, um, I know. Children, Learco, Ramira, let's play a game, just like when you were little kids. Um, let's start with you, Ramira. Ramira, mm, tell us a little story, anything that you can think of. Come up with anything. Tell us a little story.
A little story, mother, but we have here our brother. Uh, Eduardo is back. I think we can play a game when we go back home and have something to eat. Eduardo, how was your flight?
Well, it was suddenly only Anton can experience a hellish miasma taking over him. The daylight disappears, the sky becomes completely black, and all of the members of the family disappear. Anton finds himself sitting in a void.
In a void. So like what? Blackness all around me. So
Anton starts losing his mind, speaking to no one in particular. The maddening effect takes over, and he takes 3 points of stability damage. The vision
okay.
disappears,
Anton,
and
what happened to you? Why are you not happy that our brother is here and the whole family is in the car?
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm 100% sure that our hermano Eduardo is very fulfilled with his mission in Cuba. You know, he missed Sol for like 7 years, so that must be a very fulfilling mission, right? Right, Eduardo. You must be so
yes,
happy in
I
Cuba.
was about to speak, but also I also noticed, Anton. I hope you don't feel me trying to take over your place as the next man in the family. My brother, I am here to become a part of all of you. I saw many horrible things in Cuba that I would rather not speak about.
Well, at least now you understand the value of family, and all you had to do was to visit us and finally come to the U.S. while I still have to, to do my course in medicine. So, um, but yeah, sure, no harm feelings.
Rafael speaks. Yeah, you tell him about the importance of family, Anton. Eduardo, Eduardo, you better be a model son if you want me to welcome you back here.
Ah,
Eduardo
you
speaks.
sure are a very good model to follow, Raphael.
Ah, ah. Rafael dismisses Novia's remark with a grunt, and Eduardo speaks. I promise I won't disappoint you, father. I am here to be a member of the family for good. The drive continues, and you finally reach your home. As you step outside of the van, ushered by Rafael, sometimes pushing, especially forcefully pushing Eduardo out. He speaks. We are going to have cena, por Dios. We are going to have dinner. So you better all prepare yourselves. This is a joyous occasion, and I don't want you to screw things up. Without waiting, he storms into the house.
Well, at least our Tia is already prepared, and I noticed the nice dress she put on. She is beautiful as always. She dressed up for the occasion to receive um, Eduardo, and I compliment her.
I don't see why we couldn't take a moment to get something nice and cold to take off this extra heat. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to go lay down for a while.
Are you okay,
Uh,
Sol? Like,
He?
Yes. So are you okay? So I look like preoccupied with you, concerned, or like if Eduardo has said some horrible thing to you.
I'm fine, but thank you so much for asking, Anton. And I give you a very tight hug.
So I embrace
Larko,
you. Yes. I'll never let anything happen to you, Sol. And
I
I'll
know, Anton. I
smack
know.
you in the cheek.
Anton Anton recovers 2 points of stability.
as I see
Oh,
Anton and Sol hugging each other, I say, Larko, my sister, I don't think this is a good time to go and have some rest. I think father said to have some dinner. I think it would be wise, and this way we show our respect and our love to our dear brother Eduardo, who just came home, and
You're
maybe we can relax later.
you're probably right. It's better to go in and see what we can help with so we stay out of trouble. I stumble slowly towards the front door, not looking forward to going in.
For an
yeah, let's
instant,
help
just for
Mama.
a moment, just for an instant, only Ramira and Learco can see Sol's body completely covered in metal spikes for an instant, and then the vision disappears.
I touch Ramira's hand, give her one quick glaze, and continue slowly into the house.
So do I. I look at my sister and nod, and we go in.
Eduardo speaks to Anna. Mother, I will not disappoint you. I was serious about what I was saying. I will go inside and freshen up for a moment. Yes, dear, yes, Anna replies. Just feel yourself at home. Go inside. Looks at the rest of the family. Let's all step inside and prepare. We have much to do before our dinner.
I walk inside, and as soon as I can, um, I approach Eduardo. Eduardo, dear brother, could I just look at you for a second?
Eduardo looks at Sol, and it is quite perfectly clear that Sol can peer into Eduardo's soul. Roll.
18.
You are able to obtain 3 pieces of information from Eduardo.
I look deep into his eyes, into its core. See deep within all his being, and I hold on to his emotions, to what he wants to prove.
Sol can feel maddening rage, anger deep inside of Eduardo. 2 pieces of information remain.
I look into that rage, and for the cause of it. Is it someone? Is it something? Is it both?
As Sol explores Eduardo's mind intrusively, it is revealed to Sol that the rage comes from suffering physical and mental pain in Cuba. In Cuba, but there is also a hunger, unexplainable hunger. 1 piece of information remains.
I hold into that anger and try to figure out why. I look into it to see what he is truly looking for.
Eduardo is not happy with the family situation, and Eduardo will do everything that is needed to accommodate, fix, or modify the family situation for his own happiness.
Dear brother, are you really ready for this?
What do you mean, my sister?
I wish you the best of luck. And I hug him.
Eduardo hugs back, but Sol feels the hug mechanical, as if Eduardo is unsure how to hug someone else. And Eduardo suddenly pushes Sol away for a moment, stutters, stammers, and he walks towards a room pointed out to him by Anna.
I look and reach for Sol and caress her cheek, nervously glancing for a second to check that nobody is watching, especially not Raphael nor Anna. Sol, dear, how are you doing? Are you worried by something?
I'm I'm not sure what it is the right answer. Brother carries a great darkness, a great anger. He suffered a lot, and maybe that suffering will will reach us all. But just maybe.
I know what you think. He's come from a dark place in dark times, but I will shelter you. I will protect you from whatever evil he might bring into himside and carry into this home.
Thank you, Novia. I know you will. And breathe, relax. Okay?
Yes, my darling. Yes,
And I give you a hug.
I hug her too.
Throughout the day, during a particular instance, Anna approaches Ramira, Learco, and Anton and speaks. My children, remember to do your best to make Eduardo feel welcome here in the house because she begins crying. Sometimes I feel there is too much pressure. It's not easy living, our situation isn't like the best. So I hope that you will assist me in welcoming Eduardo. Please, Anton, Larco,
Sure,
Ramira.
Mama. And I hug my mama. Sure, Mama. I'm sorry if I was unpleasant with Eduardo. It just upsets me that he took so long to visit us. I'll help you with everything today. Sure.
Mother, you know we understand. You're doing your best. It's just been so much harder since Saul came along. Isn't that right, Ramira?
I think so. Yeah, especially with Soul. Yeah. Um.
You're doing
But
your best, Mother.
yes, mother.
I'll bring Mama a glass of water, and I say to Ramira and Liarco, please, guys, let's not spice things up. What's wrong with Saul anyway? He's just a kid. Come on.
I guess you're right, Anton. Hey, what do you think? I playfully jab at Anton's shoulder. You think I could be a little doctor like you one day?
So who knows? She's she's a very smart kid. Why not? Maybe better than myself. So, but what about you, Liarco? How are you doing in school? Now we're
Uh,
talking about studies. How are you doing in school? And you, Ramira, how you guys are you doing in school? I guess you have exactly the same school marks, don't you?
No, not really. I mean, we may be twins, but we're different. Different in soul and different in likes and dislikes. I mean, yeah, you've been away from home for some time, but still, we're not the same. Still not the same as we grow up. Aren't we, Larko? And I'm smiling at Larko.
I've been struggling a little bit, mainly just because it's so boring these days. I'm thinking about being a doctor too, Anton. Maybe you can tell me exactly what I need to do.
Yeah, first you should, enjoy what you're doing. Uh, you know, if you have a passion in medicine, maybe you enjoy studying. Uh, you
It's
know,
hard though,
maybe
Anton. You know, some nights I hardly get any sleep around here with Father. He stays up and he's always so angry. I cautiously look behind me to make sure no one else is listening. I wish you
please
were
don't
around more,
upset.
Anton.
I try to sometimes to. It's very hard to take all the blame, Liarko. I know how it is, but please don't upset Papa. Let's not make any things harder than they already are with Eduardo around and everything. Like, you know, anything upsets Papa, but let's try not to be the motive of it.
You're right, brother. You're right.
You're
And
right.
sorry if I was being snarky with you both. And you're right. Sometimes I'm not around as often as I should. I'm sometimes I'm not. I think most of the times I'm not enough for. Sorry, I need a glass of water myself.
Anton, you should know that we are proud of you. You are the doctor of the family. You are the most well going to be educated. So, so you have to know that.
It
No
feels
matter
nice
what
to hear
happens.
it.
Yes, and no matter what happens with our papa and mother. But we're lucky to have our aunt here also.
If only Papa would think the same.
As the
And
talk
yes,
continues, Novia is preparing the food for the dinner. Rafael approaches from behind and speaks. So, Novia, how is the cooking going along?
It would be better if I could concentrate without interruptions.
Do you think that perhaps we could do something for you to concentrate better?
I think of something you could do. Take the leave.
All right, but don't forget who is allowing you to stay here in the US. Never forget about that, Novia.
Uh-huh. But don't forget that I know I know what is going on and the secret. That would destroy my family, but also your family.
Oh, you wouldn't dare.
I don't know. Don't push me into corners, or God knows what could be. Now leave me, please.
¡Me mierda! Rafael exclaims as he storms out. Finally, the time for dinner arrives. You are all sitting at the table as Novia is serving. Rafael speaks. Ah, cocktail de camarón, shrimp cocktail for everyone, as they say in the US. Please, everybody, enjoy, everybody.
Yes, one of my favorites. Let's dig in, everyone.
and I say, nice, dear, nice. So I'm complimenting our aunt because I enjoy the cocktail, and I ask Mama, Mama, want me to pour some? And so is this cocktail Cameron like a drink? Because I don't know anything about it. I'm asking as an ignorant
Anton
player.
speaks to Novia. Anton speaks to Novia, wanting to know.
No,
Oh,
no. Dear,
Oh, sorry.
you have to eat it. Let me serve you. I I'm I'm taking, I'm in charge here of
Oh,
taking care of you
short
all.
here, short here.
I am I'm sure you will like it a lot.
Anton will love it.
I here for
I,
everybody.
I, I enjoy Moros y Cristianos the other day, so I'm sure I love this as well.
Ah yes, Anna is a is a very good cook, and I try to do my best as well. And like sisters, we can do it together.
Anna speaks abruptly. Yeah, yes, Novia, we do a lot of things together, don't we? We have the same tastes.
Indeed, they
I
do.
I don't know. I I don't feel very well. Sorry, everybody. Maybe I here the last serving the last of you. Then I need to sit probably.
What's wrong, Auntie?
Oh, the humidity and the heat. I never got used to it really.
I quickly stand up and run into the kitchen. Wait, let me get you a glass of water.
Oh, thank you, dear, thank you.
Do you want to sit next to an open window, perhaps?
Oh, maybe it's a good idea,
I can
darling.
sit,
Yes.
I can sit with you if you want.
I stare nervously at Rafael and Anna, as Saul says. So, it's not necessary. I just need to breathe some fresh air. I will sit by the window. Thank you, darling.
Okay, but if you want, just call me.
Oh, okay.
As Novia speaks, only Sol can see that Novia's eyes are two black holes staring deep into Sol. Sol must roll willpower. Mental and spiritual disadvantages apply to the roll.
13.
The vision disappears, and Novia's eyes are normal. Anna speaks to Sol. What is it now, Niña? Tell me, girl. Why are you staring at Novia like that?
I guess I found something.
Something?
I look closer and
I
dive deeper.
instinctively I move a little bit backwards. What do you mean, darling?
Sol must roll to accomplish that.
10.
Two details can be obtained.
I look into Novia's eyes. I stare deep into them until I see a glimpse of the darkness and dive into. I try to find a reason for the darkness. I try to find a reason for the sadness, for the the awkwardness.
Sol can perceive that the darkness perceived from Novia a few moments comes from somewhere else, but it cannot be detected. The original source of the darkness cannot be ascertained. One detail
I'm looking.
remains to obtain.
I'm looking
One
at
more detail.
Novia while this happens.
Ramira is suddenly in a different time and space, as Sol is still obtaining one detail.
I focus on the sadness. I focus on these awkward stares between Novia and Raphael and Hannah. I look for a reason and for a cause.
Sol is now aware that Novia has been having intimate moments with Rafael, physical interactions in the bed.
Oh, I see it now. Now, and I look between Novia and Raphael, then focus on Anna. Now I understand the hanger.
I pretend
Rafael
I'm about to
scratches his
faint.
head.
I pretend I'm about to faint. Oh, Jesus.
I try to help my Tia to understand what's happening to her. Tia, Tia. I try to feel her pulse.
I don't. Oh,
Hey, Liarco, bring that glass of water that you went to grab in the kitchen.
I quickly sprint back, shaking my hand, spilling the water. Here, Auntie, pressing the glass to her lips.
I act as I'm being disconnected and half fainted.
Easy, easy.
That
Aunt,
occurs. Only Ramira is able to see the shrimp in the cocktail. They look exactly like intestine.
I'm looking at the cocktail. I'm looking at the food. I feel somehow sick. I don't. It doesn't feel well. I'm looking at Novia, at my aunt. Uh, Aunt, is something wrong with the food that you just cooked?
I'm still acting as if I'm half fainted, and yeah, actually, I'm feeling growingly feeling like I'm really half fainted from the.
Father, she's not looking so well. I can't get her to drink the water. What should we do?
Let's give her
Feel
some space. Let's open the windows. Let her breathe a little. Come on, Tia. Drink just a bit of water.
as you can see, Anton is the professional here, so she should be fine. Otherwise, Anton would let us know. Right, Anton? You were always, he looks at Eduardo, the brightest in the family.
Not at this moment. So may I try to see if she needs because I want to be sure that she's fine. Do I
Sure,
need to roll
sure. Let
anything
me back
or
away.
or it's just plain obvious to me that she's she's just fine.
Well,
She's
you are the
just
doctor, Rafael. You
maybe
are the doctor. I believe, my son, that if she were in serious danger or condition, you would have known already. But she seems to be fine. Just a little fainting spell, eh, Novia?
I, I feel so weak.
Mama,
Mm,
Mama, I think the aunt could be is not feeling well. Maybe because of the food. Did you help her prepare the food
I
for all
taste
of
the
us?
food. It's delicious.
Anna speaks. What are you talking about, my sweetheart? The cariño, the food, the shrimp. It tastes it's the best cocktail shrimp I've ever had. And I prepared it with Novia, of course. But Anna drinks her alcoholic drink completely, finishes it up. I guess I'll serve instead. Novia, why are you doing this? You were supposed to be serving. Anna steps away from the table in order to bring the next dish.
I'll try to get myself back together. I mean, physically, try to make it look as if I'm recovering strength, and actually, I'm also trying to recover strength, trying to step back and
Eduardo
slowly.
speaks. I I I just wanted a nice family dinner. I tried to I want to be a part of this family. And we start bickering like this. And what is wrong with Novia? Why is she feeling upset? I didn't want this to happen. Why is it happening like this?
Oh, don't worry.
Everybody but Novia. Everybody but Novia must roll willpower.
12.
12.
Willpower. Okay. 16.
16.
Everybody is able to withstand this tense situation. But despite of it all, everybody except Novia takes 4 points of stability damage. Anna arrives with the next dish. She speaks. Voila! Sopa de ajo, garlic soup for everyone. She starts putting the dishes aside, those that have already finished their cocktail, and serves each member of the family a bowl of garlic soup.
Anna, let me help you serving. I want to I want to help.
Well, all right, but don't push yourself. Ah, I'm sorry. I know that the situation is a bit tense. I know, but sometimes you just have to push through. No, yeah, that's how we got here to the US. We just powered through. Okay?
Sure, sister. It must have been the climate. I'm not yet used to it, even after some time.
Anton realizes that Saul's eyes are constantly shining like two suns with blinding light, but only Anton is able to see this.
I like try to to see if I'm seeing things right. If it's not like a trick of the lights or anything. Um, and so I blink a few times to see if it goes away. If it's just one of my mad visions, because Saul, of course, there's nothing wrong with her.
Anton must roll soul. Anton must roll soul.
Soul, soul. Okay, 10.
Anton experiences a sense of great comfort looking at Soul. 1 point of stability is recovered for Anton, and
Eh,
Anton is convinced that Soul is key to fixing the family situation. Rafael speaks. Anton, my boy, Chico, why are you looking at Sol as she has something on her face?
Come on, Papa. I'm just proud of my little sis, and I embrace her.
You're going to spoil her like that.
Maybe she deserves to be spoiled, Papa.
What do you mean, Anton?
She's just a kid. She doesn't have to, to pass all the things that we had to pass, all the difficulties that we had to experience we came from Cuba to here to start a new life.
Oh
So
yeah,
she can.
you're right.
So she doesn't have to pass through all that. Let's just why
But
not
I
why not
did.
cherish that?
I just looked at him when I saw it. I felt it. I looked at Eduardo when I felt everything.
You
What did you
felt
feel, Sol?
everything.
What did you feel?
I felt pain. I felt misery. I believe I
Hey,
felt
hey, let's
everything that you did when you were back home. He
so
brings it with him.
sometimes we have to keep things for ourselves. We don't want to bring any more discussion to this family. So
Oh,
let's try
sorry.
to, or maybe not. Who
Ramira and
gives?
Learco only. As this talk continues, Ramira and Learco can see in their garlic soup the family members, tiny forms of each family member drowning in their soup. Only Liarco and Ramiro can see this. Miniature, tiny versions of each family member drowning in the garlic soup.
I stand, knocking my chair back and flipping the soup onto the table. What is this craziness? Did you see that?
Liarco recovers 1 point of stability, and Rafael speaks. What? Liarco, what are you doing? You are making a whole mess of
Uh,
things.
uh, you're right, Father. I'm sorry. Let me go get a towel. I
I'll
run back
go
to the
get one.
kitchen.
I'm going to the kitchen also to help my brother.
I'll just pour wine in my glass and I'll have it in one swing.
Ramiro, did you see
Anton
that as well?
hesitates for a moment, thinking in the I will, but he does just that. And Liarco continues.
Sister, did you see that?
Yes,
What
yes.
is.
Uh, Strange, really strange. Let me give you a hug, sister. Brother, it
Oh, of
doesn't feel so
course.
well. Oh.
Oh, absolutely. I wonder if Auntie put something strange in the food.
Yes, there's something strange going on with the food. I
Maybe
haven't
she
even
got into
touched it.
Father's bottles?
Could be.
Mm.
Yes, could be. But I haven't touched anything, and I see you also haven't touched almost anything. Oh my God. I think we should go back, but thank you for the hug. I feel a little bit better now.
Of
It,
course.
it's a pain. This dinner is a pain for me. It feels so strange.
I'll be right back to the table, Ramiro. I'll be right back. I begin scouring through the kitchen, looking to see if I can find anywhere where Father may have hid some of his bottles.
Hmm.
Learco must roll perception.
6.
There is nothing out of the ordinary. Everything
Let
is
me
the same.
let me try to help you, Larko.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Brother.
see if some of
Yeah.
his bottles are in here. Maybe we can hide them. We don't want Father to get too drunk.
Yes,
No
that's a good
bottle,
idea.
no bottle in sight.
Maybe any kind of drugs, but probably alcohol is a drug of daddy. So yeah. Mm,
You're right. We should get back to the table. I
yes,
rush back into the dining room.
me too.
As Ramira and Liarco return, Rafael speaks to Anna. You know, you should be more like Novia. She's so feminine. You are getting older and uglier with each passing day, and your personality leaves much to be desired. Anna speaks. Ha, surely you like to tell the craziest jokes. Okay, everyone, since Novia, come join me in the kitchen. Let's bring the Caesar salad. All right?
Yes, sister. Yes,
I,
yes.
I, I try to change the subject to to like break the stress, and I ask Sol, so sis, how you doing in school?
I'm, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. The piano lessons are okay. Maybe I can play something when we are done with the dinner.
I would love to hear something of what you're studying right now. So you're not taking my job as a doctor one day, aren't you? And I smile
Uh,
to you.
uh, Maybe not. People are
Our
confusing.
hermanos, our hermanos keep implying that you're smarter than me, and I think you are, honestly.
Oh, thank you.
Eduardo, you see What a nice family we have here. You see, Sol, now that you're back, we're really happy to have you back here with us uh, for this dinner. Um, what do you think of Sol now that you had the chance to see him better? And
As Ramira continues, Eduardo clutches his stomach for a moment. It almost appears as he is about to throw up, but then holds back and speaks. Well, sister, it's been for a moment I thought perhaps this dinner wasn't going to be as comfortable for me, but now that I see that you are trying to do your best, I know the situation has been difficult, but I am actually glad I came back here. So
And you
glad.
are
But, excuse
sorry.
me, Anton, did you say something?
Yes, I was asking if you were trying to do your best as well.
I am. I actually am, but it's not working as intended. I thought maybe I could be a better brother for all of you. Uh, not feeling very well. Perhaps it was something I ate on the flight.
Just let it go,
Yeah,
Eduardo. Let it go.
perhaps perhaps it was. But keep on trying. Maybe one day you will.
Yes, it. Yes, Anna is in the kitchen with Novia and speaks to Novia. Ah, did you see the way that Rafael talked to me? Did you see him?
Oh, you're right. Is has no right to treat you like that.
And you shouldn't give him reasons to treat me like that either, Novia.
Well, no, no. I'm at your side, sister. I'm really trying to help. I don't know what's going on in his mind.
Novia must roll willpower.
15.
For a moment, Novia feels a strange coldness taking over her heart, but the feeling disappears, leaving no harm.
I put my right hand on my heart to say, "Oh, that sickness is not going away easily. Maybe, maybe we should try to end this dinner so then everybody can rest."
Anna replies, "Mm, I'm sorry you're going through that, sister. I wish I could do something to make you feel better, but Eduardo really needs this. He needs to know we are part of this family. But yes, I've been so hard to you sometimes. It's just, my situation with Rafael. Novia recovers 1 point of stability. I'll try to be the mother that my children deserve and to be a good sister to you as well. Now, let's go. Help me serve this Caesar salad, okay?
Yes, yes, you are a good mother and good sister. Don't blame yourself too much. I'm helping you. I help her preparing and serving.
As Novia and Anna return and serve the salad and take care of the other plates, Eduardo speaks to everyone. I have to say, this is probably the first enjoyable dinner despite the setbacks and difficulties that I have experienced in a long time back there in Cuba. Like I said, I really don't want to talk much about it. We never had a moment of peace. And I am glad that we have Anton. He is such a shining example for everyone in this family. Anton has a bright future ahead of him. But take a look at all of us. I just came here to the US and I have no idea what I am going to do. And I'm glad I met my sister Sol, and I am sad that I was not here for her birth. But I feel like sometimes Sol. Um, I didn't want to mention this, but Sol, could it be that perhaps you are, how do they call it here in the U.S., like embrujada, like you are haunted, or there is some sort of ghost? Because I could have sworn, Sol,
Don't you
that there
dare!
was,
Don't you dare speaking like that to
What,
our sis,
why do
Eduardo.
you say so? Yeah, what is it that you're
but
saying?
I saw something behind her. I swear, there was like this strange creature. It looked like a cadaver, like a corpse, and she
You are
was.
bringing your nightmares from your revolution into this house. We don't really need it.
Come on,
You should
Papa,
just
don't you do
stay
something?
like this.
Raphael
Raphael, don't you
yells,
say so. Don't you say
"Listen,
anything.
Eduardo has gone through some very difficult moments, and he brought it upon himself. He brought it upon himself. He's a fucking socialist. You fucking socialist, you communist. You bringing all of that to that family now. Why? Why do you do that?" Eduardo speaks. No, no, listen. You have to believe me. I saw something behind Sol. Sol, did you feel something behind you?
I didn't feel anything behind me, but I felt something inside you.
What? And now she is saying something about me. Why? How do you expect me to be a part of this family if you don't believe me? Why am I being attacked like this? Eduardo looks at Ramira and Learco. Didn't you see something behind her? Anybody?
I stand behind Saul and gently lay my hands on her shoulders. There is nothing behind her.
You
Nothing.
are.
I grab Saul's hand and try to soothe her as well.
Something's been going on. Me and Ramiro did see a couple of things earlier. Saul, is there
You
something you need
did.
to tell Father?
Well, I don't believe I have anything to say, but if there is someone around this table that really needs to say something, that person is Father. Right, Father?
What do you mean, girl? What are you implying?
No, nothing. She's just nervous because you know everybody needs to maybe get some rest. It's too much, too much going on.
Anna,
Eduardo
Everybody,
was
everybody
sorry,
must
sorry.
roll. Everybody must roll willpower.
7.
12,
9.
6, 12.
11.
Those that roll 9 or below suffer 4 points of stability damage.
Mama, Anna,
And
what what are they talking about? This is really strange. It feels like Soul is a little bit different at some points in time. Mama,
She's not. Why is everybody? She's not. She's perfectly fine.
Aunt,
Please,
why do you interrupt? I'm talking to my mama. Aunt, for a moment, please.
but
Anna
you're talking
speaks.
about my dear nephew.
Yes, yes, I'm talking about my sister. So please let mama speak. Respect our mother.
Anna speaks. Listen, Ramira. Sol. Sol. Listen, Sol. Stop bothering everyone. You've been a pain in the ass, okay? She
Anna,
speaks with alcohol coming out of her breath.
sister,
Hey,
what are
Mama,
you
Mama,
saying?
And you talk
don't say
about pain.
don't say such thing about the Saul. Here, have another glass of wine. and I pour some wine on her glass and serve
I slapped
my mama.
the glass of wine to throw it away and splash it on the floors, split on the floor.
Anton, please, just get me and Ramira and take us out of here. This doesn't feel right.
Why? Why
Everybody
is that?
must roll. Everybody must roll soul. Soul.
12.
16.
6.
14.
Everybody
Six.
that rolled 10 or above can suddenly see a red cord connected to Eduardo's chest going into the direction of the kitchen. Semi translucent, almost transparent, red cord moving into the kitchen.
I rub my eyes because maybe it was the wine, but
I scream out loud. What? Eduardo, what? Your chest? What? What is that? What is that? Anybody else see it?
I go to the kitchen to follow that trail, that kind of trail that
I'm going with
whatever is
Anton.
coming from.
Anton, I'm coming
I
with you to the kitchen.
sure keep behind me, please, sis.
Yes.
As Anton and Ramira move into the kitchen, Rafael speaks. I see it too. What, Eduardo? What? What is this brujeria? Is this sorcery? What is? Anna says, "What are you all talking about? What? I don't see. What are you seeing? I don't see anything." And Eduardo opens his mouth and lets out the most hellish sound. The entire room transforms into structures of bone and flesh, melanoma, intestines, the floor, the table, the ceiling. As the two family members enter the kitchen, on the kitchen floor, they can see Eduardo on the floor as well, the red cord connected to his chest. He looks like a corpse, almost decaying, and looks at you with eyes, papery, decaying eyes. And Eduardo throws himself at all of the family members with maddening speed as his fingers turn into scalpel like appendages, cutting and slashing at everyone in the dinner room.
I immediately shelter Sol with my body to protect her from the attack.
I embrace Novia.
I
I ran
flip my
to
chair backwards and just start crawling on the floor towards Ramira.
Larko,
Well, me and
get here.
Ramira, we were on the kitchen, so we weren't attacked, right? Or we were attacked as well because we went to the kitchen to investigate where
Anton
the card came from.
feels the darkness taking completely over his mind. A sound is heard inside of his brain. Blood and pus pours out of his nose, and Anton falls dead.
I
Camera
ran.
is off. Turn the camera off.
I, I ran to Eduardo, to the body I see in the kitchen. I tried to force out of him this cord that I can see connecting the two rooms somehow. I tried to pull it as with all my power. Hopefully, I can stop this process from running and say, Larko, come to the kitchen as I'm doing this.
Through slashes and cuts, Novia dies under the assault of Eduardo in the dinner room. Sol is protected. Larko avoids the damage. Rafael attempts to protect Sol and starts being cut horribly. all across his body, horrible red marks are left. Anna faints completely, and Ramira begins pulling, and a snapping sound is heard. The cord is broken. Eduardo in the dinner room yells, "Ah!" And the creature fades to nothing. Raphael bleeds profusely, but is still alive and speaks. So, are you all right?
I nestle closer to Novia's body in a fetal position as I feel the warmth of her body start disappearing. I'm fine, and as I told you, you brought darkness with him.
I scuffle through my feet and think to myself, Ramira, we're the only ones that matter here now. Quick, we have to leave. And I start sprinting towards the front door of the home.
Yes, let's go and pick up our bikes. That present that present that we got from Mama. I think
My
it's time
thoughts
we run.
exactly.
Let's run. Let's run away from this hellish family thing.
As Ramira and Learco make their way to the front door, and as the door is open, and cousin Rogelio stands in front, and he speaks. Well, while the door was open, Ramira and Learco, I have terrible news. I just received a call from Cuba, and they just found Eduardo's body he was covered in soil with several other bodies. They examined him, and it looks like someone tortured and killed him.
I push on him immediately. Come with us. It's not safe here. And continue to
Don't,
push past him.
don't go inside. Don't go inside.
The cousin stands there perplexed, looks at the sky, and a tear falls from his eye. And the session is over. Turn on your cameras. That was it. Heller, that was it. That was great. Well done by everyone.
Oh my god. You gave us the creeps.
I never liked family dinner before. I don't think I will start liking them now. It was cool. It reminded me movies from David Lynch, which by the way, I adore him, the late David Lynch. So it was great.
I think that a key moment was when Ramira and Anton went into the kitchen. When they saw the cord, went into the kitchen without hesitation, and
Yeah.
from then on, everything almost depended on them. Anton and Ramira, it was all on them. But unfortunately, I had to penalize those moments of hesitation of like, oh, I'm trying to for Anton Helder. It was like part of the game, so it applied like a character death. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a natural
Uh,
reaction by Anton, I think, to hesitate a little bit at the beginning. That was
It,
natural.
it was looking like he
uh,
was losing his reason. I think it fitted incredibly well
Yeah,
in the moment.
Yeah.
thank you. And I was trying to create like a crescendo of sorts because I didn't have all I read what the character is all about, so I took him as a rational type of guy, but with a trying to self-controlling attitude, and but as he was getting broken with the stability meter, I was losing the control bit by bit, until somewhere in the middle, act like passive aggressive to Eduardo, and I kept in mind what his good relationships were. I was a bit undecisive regarding Ramiro and Liarco, so I just went on with them. Whatever they gave me, I was just reacting, and I kept my focus. So I have this relation with Soul, so I'll keep. Of course, we have to act like a bit naive. So sometimes it's not like a play thing. Like in a game, sometimes it's a bit of acting, but I think this scenario asks a bit of it, a bit of acting from the
A lot
players.
of acting.
I don't think it's for everyone actually, but I think it's an amazing scenario. I've heard about it. I didn't knew anything about the scenario. I usually don't read about Cult because this is one of the games I want always play. I don't want to game master it. And so I don't read about Cult to not get the spoils. I just
And
saw a
just to
few
make it
pictures.
really clear
Yeah.
for everyone watching, you could actually role play the entire thing by describing. That is for those of you of those watching this video that like tabletop RPGs but don't like to act, like acting as performance. You don't need to act or voice act. You can describe. I tell my father that there is something wrong with Anton. So you could basically run it like that. But
Mhm.
voice acting is really fun, so that also
Yeah.
brought a lot of fun to the session. And
And
I think that maybe you didn't notice, but all of your actions played like a key role. So looking into other people's mind, every time, all of the weirdness that occurs in La Cena was the work of Eduardo. That was obviously not Eduardo. Obviously, that was not Eduardo. All of the illusions, the mind games, that you see spikes, you see this in the food, you see that. So it perfectly played out with Sol looking into Eduardo and Novia trying to ascertain things. Novia role playing the family drama, the situation, the psychological impact, and when it comes to Anton, also expressing his feelings to protect Sol, to be a good brother to her, and the talk between the twins. But definitely, when Ramira and Anton went into the kitchen, that was danger zone. Like that's like a pocket dimension of absolute lethality. It was good that Ramira took decisive action, like
mhm.
threw herself to plunge the court, because like you saw, the penalties were extremely severe, and Anton hesitated for a moment, and that was the end. And in the case of Novia, she tried to protect Sol, like if you didn't
Mother.
realize it,
Like a
Novia is the
mother would.
mother of Sol. There's like this affair going
Mm.
with so it all played out great. Do you
Yeah.
have any one of you? Do you have any other further thoughts on this session?
Well,
It was,
oh,
no,
just
I was just going to say it was great just kind of seeing because we didn't know what everyone's secrets were.
Mhm.
So to see him kind of come to light and just kind of roll with them was very interesting how that kind of worked out. So and I think everybody did a great job of that. Kept me on my toes for sure.
I usually try to get the character I'm playing alive to the end of the session, even if it's one shot. But I have to say that I'm glad the way Novia died, because it felt so natural.
Yeah.
Given the role play that everybody was doing and the atmosphere, it felt so natural to shelter them from the demon. So, and also I want to add that the background with the Cuban Revolution made a very interesting twist and flavor to the story. It could have been a horror family story, but the background,
The historical background.
historical
The
background
kind of
added, yeah,
yeah,
added definitely added,
a gravitas of sort, right?
yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't know anything about what happened to Cuban families going to US. I didn't know anything about it, so I did a bit research about the flights they took. So I like to to learn new things when I play anything. So it was interesting, and I felt it grounded, even if it was just like a cosmetic thing in it, because this could happen. This story could be with another family, with of any culture, but it gave a grounded feel to it. It seemed more real to have something concrete for this family. I enjoyed
Uh,
a lot. Enjoyed playing with you guys.
I, I also enjoy it a lot, especially these horror terror games, and in particular Cult. They have this atmospheric situation. I think it's a perfect psychoanalysis for us as humans to play in this kind of games. They
Yeah,
help us fight fears. They help us understand
understand them.
the world.
Yeah,
Understand the fears, understand the difficult situations. I think pushing us, Abraham, in this way, I think it's liberating for us and it helps us. And thank you for
it's
this. And
true. It's very
Oh,
true. I
you
was
all did great. You all did great. And I think that's something that works against cult in general because the roleplay instructions in the core book and in the La Cena are horrible. They are abysmal. The cult is great, don't get me wrong, but the roleplay instructions, even here La Cena, the way they want you to run the scenario, they tell you, oh, have a conversation about it. Ask, how do you feel about this situation? Imagine how horrible I will be like, Anton, what do you feel? What do you feel about this situation? What moves do you want to use, Anton? Imagine like, or and they even have you like a little script, and it says, when they serve you garlic soup, you must do this. When they serve you Caesar salad, you must do this. So what a horrible way of taking the player and eliminating the agency, the
Yeah,
free form, the and you must do this.
I think it was maybe it's meant for new players and um,
But you can get new
those.
players immediately. There is no need up. So you could take anyone, an average Joe, and put him here and tell him, describe your
Uh,
actions.
I understand what you say, but maybe. But I think who designed it thought that way. So I don't
They
know who
don't
will be playing
understand
this.
roleplay. I've actually had one of my former players. They actually talked to the author of Powered by the Apocalypse and other,
Oh, okay,
and they
okay, okay,
all got
okay.
angry when he said, "But why are you doing?" And they didn't understand the concept of roleplay. For them, roleplay is talking about the characters. Let's talk about the characters instead of playing a role, instead of experiencing
oh
the
boy.
adventure.
Whoa. Okay. That puts things into perspective.
yes,
Yes, and I was going to say that, like I said, you all did great, and perhaps we will figure it out some other time. But I was thinking, because you already know how to play Cult, if you wanted to, we could actually run the Black Madonna campaign with characters that you create. It's like a long-term campaign. If you're up for that, definitely let me know. We could run it like once every 2 weeks, but we can figure it out that later.
that's an
But
Okay.
epic
yes,
campaign.
mhm.
A well-known campaign. Yeah, I don't know anything about it, but it's a well-known name. Like I
Me
said, I
too.
know the names, some titles, some classics by name, but I don't search anything about it because that cult is always been. I usually game the game master on of almost every games I participate. I'm a rather fairly inexperienced player myself in a player role, and but cult has always been one of the few games that I always felt I don't want to know jack about it. I just want to play this and know zero. As soon as I got the that it has these surreal ingredients, this gnostic lore, I thought no, I don't want to learn anything about it. I want to learn through through playing through the character. And I agree with Dave. This scenario um, reminds me Mulholland Drive and such. And
absolutely.
I love David Lynch myself, so I completely understand what you mean.
Exactly. I was also thinking of Mulholland
Sure,
Drive.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets into you, family
Yeah.
ties and whatever.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. So thanks again to everyone, Danielle, Helder, David, Sam, Josh. You did amazing. And thank you to everyone watching us. This has been your host, Abraham El Jaguar, a professional game master. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the super thanks button. Take a look at the information in the description, the pinned comment. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. Once again, thank you all, and I'm stopping the recording in 10 seconds.